Hey guys, welcome back. Today let's see about ArgoCD secrets. Okay, so in Kubernetes, secrets are used to store like sensitive informations. Like for example, if we have some DB passwords or API keys or tokens, we use secrets to store them. Okay, so but secrets are base64 encoded. Okay, not encrypted. It is encoded. So anyone, for example, in case if we push that into the GitHub repositories, like anyone who have access to that GitHub repo, or else those who have access to that kubectl can see them because they are like base64 encoded. It is like basic encryption, so it is not so secure. Okay, so here is the example. So for example, if we use the AP version and kind as secret, and here what we are giving, we are giving the password. Okay, it is like base64. So in case if we use like base64 decode, we will be able to see the actual password which is given. Okay, so in case if you commit this into GitHub, it will be exposed. This is the main issue here. Okay, so what happened? So ArgoCD have introduced bitnami sealed secrets to solve this problem. Okay, it is called sealed secrets. So what exactly is sealed secret? So sealed secret is a custom resource. Is a custom resource definition. So when you use kubeseal, like you can use kubeseal CLI to encrypt your secret, and it will produce a sealed secret. Okay, so we have a component called kubeseal. Okay, so that it will convert this secret into a sealed secret, so it will be more secure. So the sealed secret will have a controller. Okay, so kubeseal is a component. It will be installed by us, and then we need a controller. So once okay, you have a secret, you are converting it into more secured using kubeseal. Okay, and in case if you want to read that secured thing, you need controller. Okay, so this controller, it will run in kube system pod. Okay, so you have to install this controller as well to read this kube sealed secret. Okay, and it automatically creates normal secrets, and you can push it into git repository. So once you seal the secret with kube seal, you can push it into git repository. Okay, so let me show you exactly. Okay, so the thing is, first you have a kubernetes cluster. Okay, so by default, we will have a namespace called kube system. Okay, this is kube system. Okay, so in this kube system, you're going to install a controller. Okay, you're going to install a controller. Okay, and then you're going to create a separate namespace, and then you're going to install kubeseal. Okay, here you're going to install kubeseal. Okay, so normally you're going to create secrets. Okay, so normally you're going to create secrets, but that is like base64 encoded. Base64 encoded. So if you just use this one, like in case if you push it into Git or somewhere, it is exposed, and it is not secure. Okay. So what you can do, you can convert this secret, or you can cover this secret with kubeseal. Okay, like one more security layer. Okay, kubeseal. So in order to convert this into more secure, we use kubeseal. Okay, we use kubeseal, and then we convert it into more secured secret. Now here the secret which is of more secured, right? We need to, when some application access this one, it needs to be opened, right? And it should be accessible. So how we can open this one? This one can be opened using controller. Okay, so without controller you can't open this kubeseal. Okay, so that is why we need a controller, a kubeseal, and then normal secret which we use. Okay, by this the environment, once you once you convert this more secure using kubeseal, when you push it into git, then it will be more secure. Like there will not be any issue with the secret which is exposed. Okay, so this is how this will work. So if you see, so actually you will use kubeseal CLI to encrypt your secret. So normally you have one secret and you use kubeseal to encrypt it, and then you need kubeseal controller. Okay, so it will be running in kube system so that it will expose the seal like whenever it is required for the application. So what exactly it will happen? You can safely store the sealed secret in Git. When you expose this in Git after you seal it, then it will not be causing any issue. Okay, that is how it works. So what exactly is kubeseal? It's a CLI tool that converts Kubernetes secrets into sealed secrets. Okay, once you have the sealed secret, you can expose it on the Git as well. Okay, so uses the public key of sealed secret controller to encrypt it. And why ArgoCD needs this? ArgoCD works on the principle of GitOps. Okay, so whatever you save it in Git, it will be pushed into the cluster, right? So if you commit normal secrets, they will be exposed in Git. So with sealed secret, even if you commit the encrypted sealed secret, it will not be exposing, like it is already secured, right? So no issues will happen. Okay, and ArgoCD syncs it to the cluster. And sealed secret controller, okay, so this controller which is running in kube system, it will automatically convert this normal secret it will convert it into normal secret inside the cluster, because the cluster needs normal secret, so your app can consume it securely. Okay, so this is how it works. So let's see a demo like how exactly this will work. Okay. Okay, I have created a document here so that it will be easy for you guys also to practice. Okay, so first you create a namespace called sealed secret. Okay, so sealed secret. So in order to install this seal cube seal, you can use this namespace. Okay, so you can just copy this one. It will create a namespace called sealed secret. Okay, just copy this one, paste it here. So it has created a secret called sealed secret. Okay, and then you have to install this controller. Okay, so this controller, it will automatically be installed. So if you want to see this one, actually it will have many RBAC policies, everything. Just you can copy this one and then you can paste it here. Okay, so that it will download the controller YAML. So you can just watch this one. Okay, if you see, we have many role bindings, service, and cluster role binding. So all these configurations are related to this controller. It is there. Okay. So what you can do, you can just copy this one, and then we can paste it here. Okay. Okay. So everything is created. Okay, so if you see what are all created, we have sealed secret service provider, sealed secret control metrics, and sealed secret controller, sealed secrets unsealer. So many components, like everything is created. Okay, so in case if you have to see those parts, you can just go into this namespace, like kube system namespace, and then grep for sealed secret. Okay, so you will be able to see that pod. So if you see, sealed secret pod is running fine. Okay, so now once we installed this controller, we need to install this kubeseal. Okay. So to install this kubeseal, we have this kubeseal tar package. So just use wget and download this package. Paste it. Okay. Let it download. So once it is downloaded, just we can extract that. Okay. To extract, we can use tar-xyzf. So just use this one. Let it download. Okay. Okay. So if you see, it is downloaded. Okay. So we have this file. So now we can extract it. So tar-xyzf, and then you can just do it. So kubeseal is extracted. Let me check this one. So we have kubeseal. Okay. So once this is done, you have to install this kubeseal. Okay. So you can use sudo install -m kubeseal, and then you will be installing it in user local bin kubeseal. Okay. I'll just copy this one, paste it. Okay. So this is done. So once this is done, so let us create a normal secret. Okay, so it is kubectl create secret. Okay, and then generic db credentials. Okay, so for we are giving the secret name as db credentials, and username. Okay, we are giving username as admin, and password as my secret. Okay, and namespace is default, and we are just giving it as dry run client, and then we are getting it as YAML file, and we are saving it in a file called db secret YAML. So if you see, we don't have any file called db secret YAML, right? So what we can do, we can just create a normal kubernetes secret. This is a normal kubernetes secret with a username admin and password my secret. Okay, and then we are just doing it as getting it as YAML. Okay, first let's do this one, and then later we can just okay, anyway, like we can just save it in the db secret. So it is very simple. Okay, so if you see, username is admin and password is my secret pass. Okay, enter. So ll. So if you see, we have db secret YAML, it is created. Okay, let me just cat that db secret YAML. So if you see, it is base64 encrypted. Okay, if you see, we have given username as admin and password as my secret pass, right? But what happened here, it has converted into base64. So this is very unsecure, this is very unsecure. How it is unsecure? So I will just copy this password. Okay, I will just copy this password. Okay, echo, and then you can just give the password. Okay, password, and then base 64. Okay, just do base 64 hyphen hyphen decode. Okay, if you see, my secret pass, this is the password which we have given, right? So in case if you push this into your git repository or else everywhere, anyone who have access to this CLI, they can easily access your password. In case if they get access to your password, they can do anything with your Kubernetes cluster, right? Similarly, if you see username, this is the username, right? I'll just copy this one, echo, paste, base 64 hyphen hyphen decode. See, admin. So this is the username, right? So both your username and password is exposed because Kubernetes just uses base64 encryption. If you push this one, like you will be thinking like it is anyway encrypted, and if you push this one into Git repository, like anyone can hack your system. Okay, so this is not secure. Because of this one, we use kubeseal. Okay, so what it will do, this secret is base64 encrypted and it is very unsecure, right? So to make it very secured, we seal it. How we seal it? We using cube seal. Okay, using this cube seal, we will see, you will seal this base64. Okay, and then if you push it to git also, it will be very safe. Let's see how it is. Okay, so it is there. Now we are going to seal this secret. So we have this secret, we are able to seal this one. So the command is cube seal. Okay, cube seal hyphen hyphen controller. So we have to define which controller should be able to, like, okay, here controller namespace, they are giving the controller namespace because we can have by default we will have this name in cube system namespace. In case if you want to, you have to change everything from the controller YAML file, okay, which we have downloaded it, right? So we have to change everything here. Okay, so you use cube seal, and then we have to define the controller, so where exactly that controller is there. Okay, and then we have to give the controller name. So how we can check the controller name? So if you go do up arrow kubectl get pods. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so instead of pods, if you get deploy, so if you see sealed secret controller, so this is the name. Okay, so controller name is sealed secret controller. So this is the one we have given, right? So in under the control name, we have given the sealed secret controller, and the namespace is cube system. In case if you are installing it in other namespace, just you can give that one. And then we are just doing hyphen o yaml, and what we are giving inwards. Okay, what we are passing to this cube seal, we are passing this db secret which we have created in the previous step. So if we have greater than symbol, it is like it is passing these values, it is passing these values into this file. But if you see, it is less than symbol, so whatever details it is in db secret yaml, we are passing it into kubeseal. Okay, so after we pass these details into this kubeseal, we are creating one more yaml file. Okay, that yaml is db sealed secret. So what we are doing, so we are passing this base 64 into kubeseal, and then we are creating a new yaml file. Okay, so we are creating a new yaml file which is of secured one. So after passing this one, we create a new yaml file which is of secured. Okay, so just I will copy this one. So here we have to pass controller, and then we have to pass the controller name. Okay, and then we have to pass in the YAML file. So I'll just copy this one and paste it. Okay, so we will get db sealed secret YAML. Okay, so if you do ll, so we have db sealed secret YAML. Okay, so this is fine. Now we have to apply it. Okay, so for example, okay, let's see this one. So previously did cat, right? So what exactly we have seen? We have seen my secret app and admin, right? Now let me cat this one db sealed secret. Let us see what exactly it is there. Cat. paste. So if you see, this is the password. So everything is password, and then this is the username. So only the controller can encrypt this one. So only the controller can decrypt this encrypted key. Okay, so it is very highly secured. If you see, it is like very highly secured. Only the controller can decrypt it. Okay, so now if we have these secrets, this we can push it into our Git repo. This is very secured, and they can't hack this one. Okay, so let's apply this one. Okay, let's apply this db secret. Okay, now I will apply this one, paste it. Okay, so if you see, it is applied. Now let me get kubectl get secret. If you see, the secret is created. So what is the name of the secret? The name is db credentials. Okay, so we have given the name as db credentials, and because of that, when we did kubectl get secret, it is giving us db credentials. Okay, so this is how we use. Now let's use this password in any of the YAML files. Okay, and let's see how it will work. Okay, so let's go here. ArgoCD devops. Let's take a simple YAML file. Okay, so we have this deployment.yaml. Okay, so this is like normal deployment, and name is nginx deployment, and then nothing like container details, everything is given. Now let us use this secret here. Okay, so I'll just copy this one. Okay, vi nginx dot yaml. Okay, okay, so this is there. Okay, now what we have to do? Now we have to like use these secrets, right? So in case if you have to use this one, what we can do, like 1 second. Okay, so in case if we have to use the secret which we have created, actually we have to pass it as environment variables. Okay, so in case if we have to pass it as env, so we have like, even in case if you have you know kubernetes well, like we know how we can pass this one. Okay, so like let's check secrets kubernetes using env, we can pass it as environment variable. Okay, we can use this one. Okay, if you see, they've used this one, right? Let's just copy this one. Okay, I'll just copy this one, and then I will paste it here. Okay, better I will open a VS Code. Okay, I have pasted the nginx deployment which we copied from GitHub here, and then let me paste the uh, env file here. Okay, okay, let me paste it here. Okay, so this is the actual configuration we require. Okay, but the thing is, if you come here, okay, so let me just close this one for now. So what is the name we have given? So the name of the credentials is db credentials, right? So for example, if you have given some other thing, just you just copy that one, and then we have to paste it there. Okay, so here. So instead of MySQL root password, you can just give DB credentials, because that is the name we have given, right? So that is the DB credentials name which we have given. Okay. So no, sorry, it has to be in this name. Okay. So here we can just give it as DB username. So because first we have to pass in the username. Okay. And then pass, like we have to pass in the key as well. Okay. So in the key we can just give it as username. So why we have to use this one? Let's come here. So if we do cat, so this is the username, right? So here we have given it as username. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to pass the username in this YAML file here. Okay, here we have to pass the username. Okay, and then this one, like whatever name you want you can give. Okay, so similarly we have to do one for password as well. Okay, this is for username. Just copy this one, just paste it exactly how you did before. Okay, not here, one more, paste it here. Okay, now we can just give it as db password, like whatever name you want you can give. Okay, here, and then it is db credentials, because here again the name is common, right? Okay, get secret ll cat db secret db sealed secret. So if you see, so the name is db credentials and only this password and username is different. Okay, so what you have to do, so you have to give name whatever you want, db username or db password, whatever it is. So name is same, and then here you can just give it as password. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, what I will do, I'll just copy this one, and then I will just create a, just I will apply this nginx file. So vi nginx.yaml, paste it, kubectl apply -f nginx.m. Okay, let me check what is the error. Okay, it was because this space issue. Just press space. Yeah. So because of the space issue, we have this error. Let me go to this one, vi nginx.yaml. Let me delete everything. I will just paste it. Okay, I will just again apply this nginx again. It didn't apply properly, I guess. Let me check. Okay, okay, let me verify why it is. Okay, again indentation error, I guess. So we have given env here, and then this starts before this. Okay, so that shouldn't happen. Okay, that is fine. I'll just, okay, then again I will just do control Z, just do one tab, and then entire thing I will move again. Okay, so this would be fine, I guess. Okay, let me copy this one. Yeah guys, like indentation is very important in YAML files. If you miss that, it will not work. Okay, let me delete these things, paste. Yeah, because YAML will be very friendly in editing this one. Otherwise, if you directly edit it in this VI editor, it will be tough. Okay, WQ. Okay, I will just apply again. Yeah, it is created this time. Okay, so this is how, guys. So now let's get kubectl get deploy. Okay, so deployment is running now. Okay, now we have to check whether this is using the correct username or password. Okay, now what we can do, now this application is running, right? So if you see here, we add secrets. Okay, so it is base 64 encrypted, and the username is admin, and password is something like my secret pass. Okay, so this is like not secure. Okay, so what we did, we have converted it into secured seal secret using kubeseal. Okay, and controller can read this one. Okay, now you can push it to git everything. Now you create a secret. Now you deploy this secret inside this namespace. So once you deploy this inside namespace, this app, whatever application which uses this secret, should know the actual names like admin and my secret. Then only it will work. In one, if you, in case if you have like encrypted ones like this, if you have encrypted this ones like this, the application will not be able to read this one, right? So it should be knowing only admin and my secret pass, only then it will work. So in case if it has to work, this controller should encrypt this into the original username password. Okay, so now we have deployed the application, this application, and then we have referenced what we have referenced this username and password. Okay, now we have to check whether the application is able to read the original original username password. Okay, how we can check? So we can check kubectl exec hyphen it, and then we can just go into deploy. Okay, deploy, and then the name is nginx deployment. Paste it, and then we can check for environment variable because we have given the env, right? So we have given the env, so we can just check environment variable. So hyphen env, and then we can grep for. So what we have given the name? The name we have given is db. Okay, db hyphen, right? So let me give db hyphen db underscore I have given, right? Not underscore hyphen. Okay, again it should be space. Yeah, if you see, db username is admin, db password is my secret. So this is what we exactly passed, right? So application is able to read the exact db username and password. Okay, so this is how we use sealed secret, guys. Okay, so that's it for today. We can see further in the next class. Okay, so mostly we don't have anything going forward, so we have covered most of the things. In case if any, I will make a video. Okay, thank you, bye.